I think in kindergarten it's so gratifying because every single day they just are so excited about coming to school and excited about learning, and you just can see that magic on their faces. And so you just know that you're making a difference on a daily basis because they're so happy to be there.
What constitutes the right stuff? And did that change?
Coming into a classroom every day and talking with students who have read the material, digested it, passed it through their own intellectual filter, and are not simply ready to discuss those things, but are often eager to discuss those things, is an extremely satisfying experience.
You said you're testing the temperature of water, which means you're changing the thermal energy of the reaction. When they are given information out there in the world or reading articles or a newscast, that the first thing they do is question what they're hearing and question the data behind it and is it reliable? Because as we know, they're going to be the next group of people that are making decisions for the world that we all share here.
So try your best and, define it in your own words what you think it is. And it's okay to be wrong. It's giving me information.
A big part of our job is motivating the kids and creating that environment where they feel safe to take those chances.
When they make mistakes, we help pick them up and help them grow and learn from them and move forward. And I think that's what Ashland Middle School really works hard to do well with kids at this time in their lives.
Because of our jobs, with Todd being a prop master on films and my commercial production company, we really could, at this point, have lived anywhere in the United States, and we chose Ashland, and it was the best decision of our lives.
District we were in, albeit it was
it was good.
A good district. It wasn't what we were looking for. And so we decided to make the move to Ashland. So we've been here now for 6 years.
My husband and I have traveled all around the world, taught in international schools, visited schools in 13 countries around the world, and we decided to live in Ashland and have our children attend Ashland schools.
We chose Ashland primarily because it had a nationally ranked high school and a reputation for excellent public schools, and our whole goal was to provide our kids with that. It didn't hurt also that it is an amazing town with a really strong community.
It's a group effort to send these kids off in the world, and I feel like they've really helped prepare my kids.
You really do know everyone, and the kids feel safe. They're in this environment where everyone's looking out for each other and keeping an eye on one another.
I came to Pepperdine and I instantly saw that same small town feel, and that's what sealed the deal. That's why I decided to go to Pepperdine, is because I wanted to go to a school that reminded me of Ashland.
The Ashland Advantage. There are just advantages that do come from graduating from Ashland High School. Those are advantages that apply to the rich kids, to the poor kids, to the kids who took a more traditional track through education or through an alternative track from education.
That's something that impressed me about the public schools here, that they strive for excellence and they achieve it. They're able to put together a program that's able to produce high-quality students that go on to college and are successful in college.
The quality of education that I got here at Ashland was absolutely top-notch.
Inevitably, as Ashland High School earns awards and accolades in the press, I'm asked, what makes Ashland special? How do you get these results at Ashland High School? And I have to say that it's a K-12 effort.
It does start in kindergarten, those kids learning early how to work together, how to be kind, how to be part of a community.
Family and teachers and administration really helps foster that continued support of the whole child, of really helping each student find what they're good at, what they're connected to, and supporting their love of learning.
My colleagues never cease to astound me with their professionalism, their hard work, their willingness to go the extra mile, even though every year they're asked to do more by the school board, by the state legislature, by the federal government, and every year they're given less and less to do it with.
I've really been able to watch the teachers over the last 8 years deal with the increase in class sizes and still manage it in a way that works. And I'm really impressed with the dedication and the skill of the people that we have here.
I've always had whatever student attends a school, whatever their learning abilities or disabilities are, have them come to science. And I used to be able to take those kids on with an EA. And now there's no EA to come anymore because of cuts. But I still want the kids to come.
We rank nationally at our high school level. I think that's a big deal, but I don't think we can assume that will stay forever. Eventually you may have an issue where the kids downstream, our little kids who will end up in high school, won't have the same opportunities. So that's a concern of mine. I know that the quality of the community, the teachers, the esprit de corps of the whole community in general will keep us higher than the average. But I do think eventually you need a certain amount of resources to accomplish the objectives.
We are, realizing in some ways through loss, unfortunately, how many incredible things that we have had here for so long and how many things we want to get back.
You really want to be able to give every kid as much support as you possibly can, and it's always really heartbreaking when financially we can't afford to do it, and so that's why it's really amazing to have organizations like the Ashland Schools Foundation who can come in and save the day.
What is this perfect education look like? Some of us want more arts, some of us want more science, we all want more of everything for our kids. But it's interesting, and one of the teachers said, what's challenging and what makes this kind of fun is we don't know what jobs we're actually preparing our kids for. Things are moving really fast. Because she had an answer, she had a philosophy. She's like, I'm trying to teach my kids how to function in a group and how to problem solve.
I really, really loved my high school experience, and I think that a lot of people who went to good schools, like Pepperdine's a good place, and you need to have like a good education in order to get to Pepperdine, I think. But I think that people just didn't have good experiences, and it leaves me wondering why. Like, what did I have that they didn't? And I think that some of it might just be the relationships.
I'm lucky. I get to teach this amazing population of students. These kids are awesome. They have so many diverse backgrounds, and they're traveling, and they're bringing so much to the classroom.
I am pregnant and really looking forward to having my daughters come to school in Ashland and all of the opportunities that they'll have getting to come to school here, all the amazing teachers that they'll get to work with, all of the other amazing parents that volunteer in the classroom and bring so much joy and warmth and a wealth of knowledge to the learning environment, the other children that they'll get to meet and learn from and learn with, and just looking around at the experiences that these students have here in Ashland. I just can't wait till our family is a part of that community of learners.